Have you ever wondered how geographical exploration has shaped the world we live in today? Our story begins with the first human explorers, their eyes filled with curiosity and their hearts brimming with the need for survival. These early humans, our distant ancestors, were the true pioneers of exploration. Their journeys out of the cradle of humanity in Africa, across vast and unforgiving landscapes, were not driven by a desire for fame or fortune, but by a primal need to find food, water, and safety. Imagine for a moment, if you will, the Polynesians. These early seafarers, with nothing but the stars to guide them, embarked on daring voyages across the vast expanse of the Pacific Ocean. Their canoes, carved from mighty trees and powered by the wind, were their vessels of discovery. With each journey they charted new islands, encountered diverse ecosystems, and shaped their cultures around their experiences. And it wasn't just the Polynesians. Early humans, driven by the same curiosity and need for survival, embarked on similar voyages of discovery all over the world. They traversed scorching deserts, scaled towering mountains, and navigated treacherous rivers. With each step, they expanded the boundaries of what was known, pushing the edges of the map ever further. These explorations, driven by the basic human instinct of curiosity and survival, were the first ripples in the vast ocean of geographical discovery. They set the stage for the explorations that were to come, explorations that would eventually map the entire world. The intrigue of exploration is deeply embedded in our human nature. It's this intrigue that has led us to explore not just our planet, but the cosmos beyond. It's this intrigue that has driven us to constantly push boundaries and explore new frontiers. So as we embark on this journey together, let's remember those early explorers, their courage, and their insatiable curiosity. Let's remember that each step we take in exploration, whether it's a step towards understanding our planet or a step towards understanding the universe, is a step built upon their legacy. These early explorations were the beginning of a journey that would eventually map the entire world. Fast forward a few thousand years to a period known as the Age of Discovery. This was a time of intense exploration that spanned the 15th to 17th centuries. Europe was a hub of activity, with nations like Portugal, Spain, and England setting sail to discover new lands and broaden their horizons. The surge in exploration during this era was driven by several factors. One of the primary motivations was economic. Europe was in the throes of the Renaissance, a period of cultural and intellectual rebirth. However, the traditional trade routes to the east were fraught with danger and uncertainty. The search for safer, more direct routes to acquire valuable commodities like spices, silk, and precious metals was a key impetus for exploration. The spread of Christianity was another significant driving force. The Catholic Church in particular was keen to extend its reach and influence. The explorers, often backed by their respective monarchs and the Church, were tasked with the mission of spreading the Christian faith to the newly discovered lands. Among the myriad explorers of this time, there were a few who left indelible marks on the annals of history. Christopher Columbus, an Italian explorer funded by the Spanish monarchy, ventured westward in search of a direct route to Asia but instead stumbled upon the Americas in 1492. His voyages opened up a whole new world for the Europeans, forever altering the geopolitical landscape. Then there was Vasco da Gama, a Portuguese explorer who sailed around Africa's Cape of Good Hope to reach India in 1498. His voyage marked the beginning of a sea-based phase of global multiculturalism. The sea route to India was safer and faster, heralding a new era in global trade and interaction. This period of exploration not only expanded the known world but also had significant impacts on the cultures and societies encountered. The Age of Discovery set the stage for the subsequent colonization, exploitation, and cultural exchange that would shape our world in profound and often contentious ways. As technology advanced, so did our ability to explore. The 19th and 20th centuries were a period of rapid technological evolution, enabling us to venture into territories previously deemed unreachable. Our compasses pointed us towards the icy extremes of the Earth, the North and South Poles. The North Pole was a beacon of intrigue and mystery, with explorers like Robert Peary and Matthew Henson braving the Arctic's icy expanses in the early 20th century. These expeditions were more than just journeys into the unknown. They were a testament to human resilience and the relentless pursuit of knowledge. At the opposite end of the globe, the South Pole posed an equally daunting challenge. Roald Amundsen and his team reached this frosty frontier in 1911, a feat of courage and determination. These polar explorations were driven by more than mere curiosity. They were fueled by a desire for national prestige, a race for territorial claims, and the quest for scientific understanding of our planet's extreme environments. As we mastered terrestrial exploration, our gaze shifted upwards towards the vast expanse of space. The mid-20th century marked the dawn of the space age, an era where technology propelled us beyond the confines of our own planet. The launch of Sputnik by the Soviet Union in 1957 and the landing of Apollo 11 on the Moon by the United States in 1969 were monumental milestones in human exploration. These were not just voyages into the unknown, but also symbolic demonstrations of technological prowess and national power. This modern age of exploration was therefore a product of technological advancement and the thirst for prestige. But it was also a reflection of our innate human curiosity, a testament to our desire to push the boundaries and seek answers to the unknown. We ventured into the cold, uncharted territories of the poles and reached out to the stars, forever expanding our understanding of the world and the universe. As we pushed the boundaries of exploration, the impacts were felt not only on Earth but beyond. The ripples of our journeys continue to shape our present and future, on this planet and beyond its confines. Our quest for knowledge and understanding is unending, as is the legacy of our explorations. So, what has been the impact of all this exploration, you may wonder? Let's delve into the many ways exploration has affected our world, both positively and negatively. On the positive side, exploration has been a catalyst for the spread of ideas and technology. The Silk Route, for instance, was not just a passage for trade, but also a conduit for cultural and technological exchange between the East and West. This global sharing of knowledge and innovations has led to advancements in many areas, from agriculture to medicine, thus improving the quality of life for countless individuals. Exploration has also led to the discovery of new resources, from spices and gold in the Age of Discovery to oil and rare minerals in the modern age. These resources have fueled economies, driven progress, and in many cases, dramatically altered societies and cultures. However, the impacts of exploration have not been universally positive. The exploitation of resources and people has left a dark stain on the history of exploration. Colonization, slavery, and the displacement of indigenous people are stark reminders of the human cost of exploration. The quest for resources has often led to conflicts, inequality, and social upheaval. The environmental impact of exploration is another significant concern. As humans ventured into previously untouched ecosystems, they brought with them not only their technology but also their pollutants. Deforestation, habitat destruction, and pollution are all consequences of exploration that have had devastating effects on the natural world. In many ways, the impacts of exploration mirror the human condition, a blend of curiosity and ambition, coupled with a capacity for great good and, unfortunately, considerable harm. As we look back on our history of exploration, it's crucial to learn from our past, acknowledging the benefits while also confronting the negatives. In conclusion, exploration has undeniably shaped the world in countless ways, both good and bad. The key question for the future is how we can continue to explore, discover, and learn, while also ensuring we protect and respect the world and its inhabitants. Where do we go from here? As we gaze into the future, we find ourselves standing on the precipice of a new era of exploration. The unknown beckons, and the human spirit, ever curious, ever adventurous, is eager to answer the call. The cosmos is our new frontier. Space, the final frontier as some would say, is a vast, uncharted expanse that offers infinite possibilities. We're already making strides with missions to Mars and the outer reaches of our solar system. But why stop there? The drive to discover, to push the boundaries of our knowledge, is a powerful motivator. Coupled with technological advancements, the possibilities are truly limitless. We may even find answers to some of our most profound questions. Are we alone in the universe? What else is out there? But let's not forget our own planet. The deep sea, often overlooked, is another frontier that remains largely unexplored. Hidden beneath the waves are mysteries waiting to be discovered. The quest for resources could propel us into these uncharted depths. Technology once again will be our ally, enabling us to withstand the crushing pressures and navigate the inky blackness. The causes of future exploration are many. The thirst for knowledge, the lure of the unknown, the promise of resources, and the advancements in technology all play a part. But as we forge ahead, we must also remember to tread lightly. The lessons of the past serve as stark reminders of the potential impacts of exploration. We've seen how it can bring about progress and prosperity, but also destruction and devastation. The future of exploration is a path that we must tread carefully. As we push the boundaries of the known world and beyond, we must ensure that we do so responsibly, with respect for the environments we explore and the life that may exist there. As we continue to explore, we must remember the lessons of the past and consider the potential impacts of our actions. The future awaits, and the spirit of exploration continues to guide us into the unknown. But let's ensure that our journey is one of discovery, not destruction.